about some real life tactics or methods about how to create content. So I'm Anne-Marie Walts. Hit the subscribe button, and by the end of this go live, you know what? I might actually be able to help some of you because I have 20 years of experience of sarcastic sense of humor. And so I haven't been on in a little while. I've been busy building and I've missed some of you. So thank you so much for coming back. I've actually been taking some extra time to work on my content. And so today's inspiration came from, hold on, I'm just going to put my window up. Today, actually, inspiration came from a cold DM, a cold email. And so what is kind of comical is that have you ever received a email that somebody's trying to sell you stuff and they come knocking on your door and it's kind of, I don't know. I own a business. So if somebody is trying to tell me, I'm open for suggestions. I'll give you that. So first I'm going to say thank you to the person that had reached out, but I also did respond kind of curtly because the scenario was this. They emailed my business about my YouTube channel and first started the engagement with a compliment and then proceeded to tell me everything that was wrong with it and how I could do better. I just don't agree with that type of marketing, but let's spin it and let's talk about how to create content. First of all, if you haven't started making content because maybe you feel a bit uncomfortable about making it, just practice. One of my videos, if you are uncomfortable being on camera, is a tutorial at the request of one of my viewers, and that would be how to make faceless content. So that way, you know what, if you have a great idea, but maybe you're not camera ready, or maybe you just don't like showing your face on camera, then check out my tutorial, which is one that I made it with Flex Clip. All right. So you can check out how to make the faceless tutorial. The next thing I can tell you is that when it comes to making content, say for YouTube and for your channel, it's a good idea to maybe even use, say, vidIQ, or when I first started my channel, and in 16 more days, my channel is going to be a year old, and that's feels really good, and my channel wouldn't exist without all of you following me. So thank you so much. So, hey, hi. How are you? So the bulk of my content is about content, AI, and automation, and just being able to share what's worked for me so this way I can help you. I use an all-in-one software. I do. So if you are looking to grow an agency or you're a creative that wants to build a business online, then you can find in any of the descriptions of my videos, you can click on the link, you get a free trial. But the point of this video today was that, oh, you're good. Thank you so much. Happy Friday. The point of this video was just the fact that the irony about somebody reaching out to me in an email saying that like there was something wrong with my YouTube and how I could be found. I want to share with you this. You know, if somebody takes the time to reach out to you to let you know that like your marketing isn't working, think about that. If somebody actually reaches out to you to tell your marketing isn't working, well, they can't find you to be able to tell you that your marketing's not working. So I had online booking, as the story goes, in 2001. I automated my salon back then. So if you are looking for a channel to learn about automation and AI, I've been using automation before there was an iPhone, okay? The other thing that I can help guide you through too is by using the same automation tools that I do. It just makes things easier. Because like right now, where we are right now today, if you're just starting out making content and you don't know where to begin, it's then hit subscribe, follow me, because I like through my imperfect videos, okay, through my imperfect videos, I will share with you like what it looks like to be able to start a business. I went to work for myself in the last century in 1999. So content doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be impactful. So if those of you that are watching me, if you could just drop down in the comments, if have you watched my content before, or is this your first time? Because the thing that I've been doing for the past year while I've made this channel is I actually look at the technical stats to try to measure like if my own content sucks, or if like there's one piece I did a longer video, it would be about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. And if you look at that, it's pinned to my playlist. And if you have any questions about any of the videos, just drop a comment because I do respond to them, okay? So I have a longer video that's a walkthrough. There's actually two videos about the walkthrough, about the software that I use, but it's not the software. It's like how to start a business. And then by being connected with me, if you do take and start a trial or try the things that I suggest, I'm going to point you in the direction, or you even really do get access to the trainings. Some of the trainings are absolutely free. And I'm not saying they're free to get you in to sell you something else. I've been doing all of this for decades. Am I a marketer? Yes. Yes, but I'm more than a marketer, and I don't even like identifying as a marketer. I'm Anne Marie. Hi, who are you? Can I help you? That's, how is it that I can help you? My husband owns an auto repair garage. 11 years ago, he was only doing voicemail running his business. Now, I can tell you that his business and my business, actually, I was able to build an AI voice agent. And if you check out my other video, I did a piece about would you trust, and it was the other week, it was targeted towards salons, but the technology that can be used is really not just even niche specific. But if you look at my other video, would you, and I'll ask you right now, if you owned a business or thinking about owning a business, would you trust AI to answer your calls? Would you? So that's one of my videos you can check out. All right. Now, I like being able to go live like this. Look, it's real. Okay. It's real. There is so much stuff with the use of AI that maybe it gets overused. Okay. and I love being able to teach, and I'm an educator. That's what I am. So if I have to put a label on myself, it's an educator, okay? The educator of knowing I was crazy enough to go work for myself in 99. That was a long time ago. That's neither here or there. But some of you might be just starting out and want to go, how do I start a business? Well, hit the subscribe button. And okay, my channel says, actually, I'm going to bring you outside for a moment, right? Now, you see my timeline banner where it says, think your way to $1 million. So some of you are probably like, oh yeah, probably, gotta be, scam. Listen, things that have come into my life that have changed my life, I'm right there with you as far as like, it is normal and natural to be skeptical because, man, there's a lot of people out there now that, well, with the use of AI or when I started and had to build websites, it was difficult. It's not now. So what I get excited about is being able to share with you that if you wanted to learn how to build websites, it's really easy. It's so much. Now, and it's only easy. I'm going to say it's easy. If you have experience to compare where you were before to where you are now, well, of course, something's going to seem easy. But if those of you that are looking to learn how to use automation and make it into a business, that's where I can show you how. So the think your way to a million part of my brand is this. I saw some other successful people and I'm going, and the other thing you're going to see in the upcoming week is I'm traveling to Dallas. I packed tomorrow to go to my fun conference, my AI automation conference, and so I'll be posting some of that, and I really want to bring all of you along. So last year, October 26th, I was at the last conference, and I saw these other people doing amazing. And I was like, what are they doing? And, it's like AI, automation, all this. They had YouTube. They had YouTube. So if you have contemplated thinking about like doing something on YouTube for becoming a content creator, do it. Do it. So anyhow, so I had this crazy idea. I'm going to bring you outside right now. And that was, well, I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel, right? I made 200, well, today, this will be 276, I think. 276 videos. What's wrong with somebody that does that? Everything's right. But if you check out the email I got, I was told that I got to fix my channel. But hey, it's working. But I'm going to bring you outside right now, so hold on. So one thing led to another, and I like to make a difference with ideas because I've been a strategic visionary. There you go. I've been a strategic visionary my whole entire life. So if you were me and you had online booking back in 2001, that's 24 years ago, there's a good chance that like maybe some of you might not have even been born yet, which is okay, because you know what, it's fun. It is absolutely fun. I like working with young blood, I like, or I should say, it's not even so much young blood. I am looking for this. What I want to do, say, in the next 12 months with my channel is just to really grow a really, really strong community of like-minded people that want to do the same thing. You want to do well for yourself, but you want to make an impact with other people because you get so excited about you have an idea and then, wow, this crazy redhead showed me what platform to use to put your ideas together, because it is amazing. It's amazing because I know this. Or you tell me, where are you watching from? Because when I built this channel like back from October 26th of last year, I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't know. There isn't a perfect science to doing YouTube, okay? I'd say the one thing is this. Be consistent. And when it comes to, say, maybe the technical algorithms, okay, pick a topic that you care about. Respond back to your comments on your channel. Be yourself, be real, and show up and have consistency. So, and then I'd say that would be probably my biggest tips. But you know something that also relates to being successful. So my channel, thinkyourwaytoamillion.com. All right. I can tell you from absolute facts that automation can impact a business, a local business, and grow it to over $1 million. I know that for a fact, okay? And so this is why too I am personally so uh, uh so enthusiastic about automation, because I've been looking at things over the last I don't know, few weeks, and it's like this. I did a diagram, and I'm going to do a workshop. And let me know if you would like me to create a after I get back from Dallas. If you'd like to create, if you want me to create a workshop where, you know what, I'll invite you to it, like a live workshop where if you had some questions you could ask, I'll hop on, because trying to convey that 20, can you imagine having 24 years of experience in the world of tech? Maybe not, but this is like, I've been talking to my husband. I'm like, I'm 24 years ahead of schedule. I have to help people. So that's where I'm at. Because the one thing that I've seen over years of time is like there's technical topics with ranking websites like SEO, right? Search engine optimization. And maybe it's a matter of there just hasn't been enough simplified education to be an equalizer so that everybody can rise to the top. Because sometimes when things are kept overcomplicated and then somebody else doesn't know how to do it, oh, I got the class for you. I'm so over that type of marketing. I also built with the platform a brand a few years ago that I'm still working on, but the premise and the idea from 3 years ago when I flew halfway across the world because I had trusted somebody. They were a disappointment. It's a long story, but nobody likes to be disappointed, right? But out of that disappointment, when I flew halfway across the world to this marketing thing, was a concept which I call How to Marketing Pro. And so that's one of my websites, right? But what it was this, the How to Market Pro. One was because it was easily remembered. What is the point when your business is, okay, what is your turning point when your business started scaling up? Thank you for asking that question. Geez, that's in the other question I got last week is where did you start? Like how to start. I would say with when your business starts scaling up, and in particular with, I'm going to use our family's business, which is an auto repair garage, and it's a local garage. So the other thing too that's unique about it is actually being able to implement automation into an untraditional business. And it did go from 6 figures to 7. The turning point is that what businesses are unaware of, that they don't know they need, because in another email I got last week that was an email pitch from somebody else, was that businesses are desperate for AI. No, they're not desperate for AI. They don't even know it exists. Is that if you are trying to grow yourself as an agency, I'm going to put on a couple scenarios. If you're trying to grow your business as an agency, you need to get into the mindset of what it is to actually be a local business. Find a better way to not force yourself into their business, even though you know that what you have, the product you have, you know that it's going to work. And maybe invite them to lunch, maybe send them snail mail, do something that's not intrusive and at a better time of day, and that'll definitely help. The second thing too was this scenario. 11 years ago, my husband came home and said, I don't know what you do with that computer. Can you help me? And I'm like, are you kidding me? No. Only if you're going to listen. And it was helping businesses. The turning point for scaling, if with this scenario, is helping them understand that the time efficiency. So when he was only doing voicemail, there was a car up on a lift. He'd have to wait for them to get back. And then the car would have to stay up. There was so much wasted time. Now, what has scaled the business is this. We have AI answering the phone after hours. There's an automated text response that goes out anytime and every time somebody calls the business. So there's never a phone call ever missed. And then the other thing is the customer service experience is elevated to the roof, because don't you want to be seen, right? So that was, I'd say, the biggest turning point in that respect. Now, the other thing that I have decades of experience about is blogging. So making content. It's a very, very good idea, even where we are today, that you have your own website. Even if, and I've done some new data because I relaunched some things this year for my own brand, okay? Not relaunching in the sense of like, oh, I've launched something, I'm going to sell you something. I can't be bothered to, I can't say it's not, I can't be bothered. This is how I have scaled everything that I've done. I have made content for 20 years because it's like this. If you are interested in something, what do you do? What do you do to find something? To find an answer? More than likely you're going to search for it, right? And if you search for something and then you find the content that speaks to you, you're going to consume it. So that I've always done that kind of content creation for decades, and it has worked for decades. Now, there's the argument sometimes of like, oh, well, I just use social media. It's free. It comes with a price because you are building on somebody else's platform. Oh, God, I can't even say that enough. So that is additionally why I say click on the link that is in my description, because I know how, from actual proof of doing this for 20 years, how to communicate that, yes, you need to use social media. Yes, you should have to have your own website, because that is your brand. Your brand is your name. Your brand is your passion. Your brand is your ideas. And there's the internet. And then you need to plug that in. Now, what's really cool is being able to have the all-in-one communication tools to bridge that gap, so that you have faster connectivity. Because people like nowadays, they want things quick, they want things fast, and they know they want to get results. And I can tell you that this week I was looking at my stuff on my hair salon. Okay, now I put that in quotes because here's the irony of things. I never expected back in 2001 as a hairstylist to fall in love with tech. So the irony is I am where I am, but I know what I know. And if you follow me, I'm only going to lead you to like down the path like GPS, that with good intentions, that if you have a product that you need more visibility, then follow me, because I will show you the how to without any BS. Who's got time for that? Now, when it comes to like the other thing that I also talk about is one book. There's one book I read 8 years ago. It's the Total Money Makeover. So scaling, I look at it from these couple different ways. Are you scaling your time to live? How do you do that? Automation. Are you scaling your business to make money? How do you do that? Automation. Because the two go hand in hand. And so the Total Money Makeover book's more like something for you to read for like lifestyle. It talks about paying off debt. Now, with that caveat, I'm not going to talk about that too much. You know why? Because the irony is that with YouTube, what happened is that my focus, my passion is to show you how to automate to free up your time to make an agency, create a product, but then it totally shifted my audience. And so if you are hungry, you are forward thinking, and you like to learn, you're not afraid to like even teach yourself some things, then that's who I'm looking to help. The other thing I can tell you as far as like scaling your business, it's really important to be around the right people with the same mindset that have good intentions. And the all-in-one platform that I do use and I have built on, oh man, stay tuned, because you will see I'm leaving Saturday. I'll post some highlights in that automation in tech does not have to be boring, not at all. So anyways, wrapping this up, at the beginning of this, it was, this today came from an inspiration from getting a cold email letting me know that my content, was somebody trying to pitch their YouTube services that that I wasn't visible. Wrong. So thank you so much for engaging. I hope that helps. If you have any questions at all, drop a comment in down in any of the tutorials or the videos or the go lives, and I'd be glad to help you. And yeah, till next time. Happy Friday. Thank you so much.